Hey, I gotta tell you about this place, the Marshall House in Savannah's historic district. It's super haunted. And there was this old lady staying there about 10 years ago, and it's midnight, and she's just settling in when the phone rings. She answers, and on the other end, she hears a sexy, rich, deep male voice. And he tells her that her room service is ready and asks if he should bring it up to her now. Confused, she tells him she didn't order anything, but he begins to describe the offerings in such titillating terms that she can almost taste them. Imagine, he says, a platter of the finest, creamiest cheese, so rich and so smooth it melts in your mouth, paired with a glass of deep, velvety red wine that just caresses your senses with every sip. And for dessert, a luscious, decadent chocolate mousse, so silky and indulgent, it feels like a sin with every bite. She feels a tingle of anticipation, but still refuses, and she politely ends the call, thinking it's too late to eat, and she's already dressed in her nanny gown for bed. So 10 minutes pass, and she starts to think about the food he described, almost like he could read the thoughts inside your mind. The phone rings again. It's the man with the sexy voice, even more convincing this time, using stronger, more seductive language. Are you sure you don't want to indulge? He asks, his voice just dripping with anticipation and temptation. Imagine the sensation of that creamy cheese on your tongue, the way the wine warms you from the inside, and the pure bliss of that chocolate mousse, each spoonful more heavenly than the last. Now, he says, I've got a very big hunch that a few minutes after we get off this phone, you might find yourself drawn to the idea of giving in to those tempting thoughts, letting yourself be carried away by the excitement and the thrill of the unknown. And who knows, maybe you'll find that sometimes the most unexpected encounters can lead to the most unforgettable experiences. Yet, she still refuses, and she gets off the phone. So 10 minutes go by, and she finds herself unable to sleep. Her mind just filled with thoughts of his sensual voice and the delicious foods he described. The anticipation builds and builds, and she wonders if she should just give in. 15 minutes pass, and the man hasn't called again. Something is drawing her in, and she just can't put her finger on it. Finally, she gets up, does her hair, and puts on something more alluring, determined to speak to him again and get a chance to see him. Maybe she'll just have a bite and a sip. She calls room service, but this time a lady answers. She asks for the man with the smooth, sexy voice, but the attendee tells her that there are no men on staff tonight. The lady remembers hearing that the place is haunted by a malevolent spirit who preys on women, and she realizes suddenly that she's just narrowly escaped an encounter with an incubus.